Hello guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Football Series. Here talking about my Game Week 3 results. We'll talk a bit about going into Game Week 4, but we'll also make a video on going into Game Week 4 because we've got a 2-week break in for the international window here. You can see we finished on 50 points, which is just above the average. We did make a transfer in the end. We brought in Dorgu, who didn't even play. So Tarkowski came off the bench for him, got me 3 points. My defence did pretty naff this week. Only 2 points from Sells, 1 point from James, 1 point from Van der Ven. Actually having 3 players in my starting 11 that didn't actually start their game. Strand Larson, Dorgu not coming on at all, and James coming on for 1 point, and Dingle coming on for 1 point. Pushing me towards the idea of potentially using a wild card over the international break. I don't like using it as soon, but it might just have to happen. Salah blanking, Cunha going off injured, Sarr saved me a couple of points, Rice once again getting me 4 points. He's done well so far. Rice is someone that I'll probably keep in the team for most of the year. Bowen finally coming good, getting me 9 points there, and then João Pedro getting me a nice 18 points, being the best captain choice for me in the team. So we're happy with that as well. Petrovic getting 5 points of bench is the only real improvement could have made. Gabriel for James as well would have done as well. Get an extra point there, an extra 3 points off of Petrovic, which was 54. But I'm saying there's not much more we could have done this week. Obviously the transfer didn't really go out well, but we took out Frimpong, who was already injured, so it doesn't really matter. It's still an annoying transfer and probably pushes me deeper into thinking about that wild card. Because we've got my team going into the next game week. We currently have Petrovic against Brighton, it's cool. Tarkowski against Villa. We're happy with the defence, to be honest, but then there's just injuries galore in the team, players not starting games, and there's just things that I'm unhappy with. But as I said, we're not speaking too much on that. I'm going to go through the games now, and the games saw Chelsea and Fulham play. João Pedro did me really well, but Enzo also really catching my eye as well, taking penalties, but he's been getting involved heavily with assists so far this year. 3 points in that first game week, but then 10 points and 12 beats. And back-to-back games with goals and assists on him. It is very tempting. United and Burnley, and Buemo finally getting off the mark. Obviously, Cunha getting injured. Ahmad, Dalot and Casemiro getting assists. And nothing really from the Burnley side of things making me turn my eyes towards that. But I might be jumping off the United bandwagon and just trying to avoid my own players. Bournemouth holding Spurs back. Spurs, who are on a bit of a march so far this season, defensive wise looking really good. And Evan Nilsson tore that away, and Bournemouth were just relentless, not allowing nothing to happen, and they get the points for it. Sunderland, Enzo Lefebvre and Isidore scoring the goals in that game. Xhaka getting assists, Diarra getting assists, and Roost getting a penalty save. Not to get nothing crazy. I think there's in my team right now. It seems to be starting the games. That's what I'm upset about. Moller Wolf and Minetti getting assists, while Gomez and Hwang Chan score. But Grealish getting another 2 assists, and Dewsbury Hall getting a goal assist for Everton. Grealish and Dewsbury Hall both making a real good statement to try and push their way into my team. Grealish, someone who is he's like 6.7 mil now. He has gone up in price again, understandably, but his fixtures are pretty nice coming up. He's got some 3 nice home fixtures there. It's his 2 away fixtures are a bit tough, but and he can't play in this game anyway. And I believe is it alone? It's alone, right? So yeah, he can't play in that game. Leeds and Newcastle drawing 0-0. Don't speak on that one too much. Brighton beating City was crazy. Someone getting an assist. Haaland scoring again, making him be someone that I'm really tempted by. Obviously, Trafford making 5 saves, but he looks like he might have lost his place to Donnarumma now, which is insane. Nottingham Forest and West Ham. West Ham getting the first points of the season, but quite taking the penalty. Bowen getting a goal, and Somerville getting 2 assists. Once again, Bowen's the only thing that screamed out to me there from that game. Liverpool beating Arsenal, and so Bosley putting in another great performance. If he was actually put down as a defender where he's currently playing, it'd be definitely worth getting in my team right now. But right now I'm just looking at maybe a Liverpool defender to get in. Obviously I had Frimpong in, but I've taken him out, and it feels like Liverpool are going to have a nice defensive march. But they've just lost Canate and they've not got Guehi, so potentially not. Palace, however, have kept Guehi, and he's got a great goal for them, didn't he? Sarr's the only one that I want to keep in my team though from Palace right now. If we look at the team of the week, we'll see who was in it. We can see Guehi and Lacroix both getting in there. Senesi, Chalobah making their way along the names there, keeping good clean sheets. Grealish in the team of the week again. Dewsbury Hall getting there. Enzo with his goal and assist, as I said. Enzo Lefebvre as well, and Szoboszlai with a great goal getting in the team, and defensive contributions. As I said, team players that I'm looking a bit iffy on. Obviously, I'm happy with my 2 goalkeepers. My 2 goalkeepers, especially Petrovic, is a good choice to have. James is not starting games. Tarkowski and Gabriel doing alright, but Dorgu not starting games is annoying as well. Cunha's injured. Sarr is injured. Adingra's not starting games. Salah's not doing his price too well. Bowen is a 50-50 and Strand Larsen is injured. Least place for me to be making changes. If I had to make changes right now, obviously I would be bringing in Erling Haaland straight off. I'd like to look at Isak or Gyökeres, but I'd want to get my midfield sorted first before I even look at any of that. Midfield wise, Jack Grealish, someone who has tempted me, and Enzo Fernandez, just spoke about, has tempted me so far this season. Gakpo was tempting me, but I don't know how his game time's going to look now that Isak's come. Is Ekitike going to play out wide? Gakpo's one who's thought really good so far this season, but if he's going to lose his game time there, then it's something that I'm just not too confident on. As I said, I want to bring in, I don't know what else I want to bring in, to be honest. I do like the thought of having an AI defender in, but I just don't know how we're going to go with that one. If I switch us, if say Sarr's not too injured, we keep Sarr in the team. So 26 million to use on 4 players. Let's get the defenders sorted first, then I guess, and then we'll see how else we'd want to use our money. I feel like once we've sorted the problems out, Newcastle will be a good option to go for, and then Munoz, constantly involved in the attacks, is a good choice. Let's go to the attackers and see what we can bring in for attackers. Because if we look at the forwards, I'm going to sort by price for a second here, because we look at Isak or Gyökeres. Isak probably not going to start that first game for Liverpool, but someone that we can get in a team, and this is 5.3 million to spend on that final midfielder there, to have Isak playing for Liverpool up front alongside Haaland and João Pedro is a good front line to have, whilst it's a good mix in there for what we've got in the midfield, because they're all doing the job. I'm not going to talk about price, I'm going to talk about total points on this one. Anthony, Cullen, Tavernier, Caicedo, Dewsbury Hall could be a shout to have him in instead of Grealish potentially. Grealish one that's pulling the strings right now. Another one I could look at maybe is Brooks, who had a really good game. That would be it, really. Is it something I'm happy with? As I said, I've got 2 weeks to throw around things and decisions and whatnot. But that is what's happened in this past game week. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you see more, subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope I do. Catch you next time. Cheers.